Hey guys, welcome to our channel. In today's video, we're gonna show you how to get started with creating cartoon animation videos in Canva completely for free. So Canva in here is actually an amazing platform for creating videos and animation with ease. So for us to be able to get started onto your device, just go ahead and search canva.com onto your browser. You could also download their desktop app for this one. Now, once you're already in, so this is what the Canvas platform looks like. There is a create a design option here onto the upper part of the screen. Just simply click onto that so that you should be able to see and hear the different format. So for this one, so onto this video, we're gonna go ahead and create an animation video. So we need to search a video for this and go ahead and click onto that one. So this will go ahead and load to open the editing page. So we're just gonna wait for this one. And this is what it looks like right after it is fully loaded. So for us to be able to begin with our animated video in here, we need to find in some characters. So we need to add in some characters here onto our design, since that is what an animation that we're going for. So here onto elements, here onto the left side, you could search onto different characters in here. So just simply type in character. So there should be a lot of characters option that are available for you. Just click onto graphic in here. So you could choose onto which one you want to use. So for example, we're going to use this one since we're trying to create an animation that is for learning in here. So you could add in here, and then we could right click onto this to go ahead and see more of like this. So we could try to use this one and just add in some animation just like this. Click onto animate, and then there are a lot of options to choose from just like this. So just like basic animation. But if you want to go for more, then we have another website that we could use in here. So this is Animaker. So you'll just have to search Animaker onto your local browser, do a quick sign up for this, and this is what it should look like. So here on Animaker, we're going to use this one to go ahead and create some characters so that it should be more movable or it has some actions compared to the one that we have here onto Canva. So let's create our character first. So for example, we're going to offer something in here for education. So there are a lot of characters that are offered, and there are also categories for that. So we're just going to choose in something that is related to education. So we have education in here. So we could click onto view all, and there are a lot of options to choose from. So this one, this is actually something that looks like a teacher, or you could create your own character for that. Simply click on to create your character, and then you should get redirected onto the character builder in here. So we could choose male in here or female. So we could choose that one. And then right after, we're going to choose onto which one we prefer. So this one, I kind of like this one. And then you could customize it as well in here for their color, hair, and many more. So once you're satisfied, just click on to save and then click on to save again. So since our character has been saved already, let's go ahead and head back to our project. Now back here onto projects, under characters, you should be able to see the character that you have created on my character. So we're going to go ahead and click onto that. So as you can see, there is actually a logo in here for Animaker. So let's just try to position out our character in here so that it would be easier for us to go ahead and hide that watermark, since we need to go ahead and upgrade to another plan if you want to go ahead and remove that. So it should look something like this. So this one is completely movable. We're going to go ahead and try to choose a pose for this. So as you can see, there are actions, standing and talking. So we could use this one since we want to go ahead and opt for a teaching type. So you could also add in your own voice in here, add in some text or anything in here. So let's just leave it as it is. And we are doing the different editing in Canva in here. So we're going to use standing and talking, add in some expression. So we have smiling and many more in here. So we're going to use star for this. So as you can see, it is talking like that. So we're going to go ahead and save this. Click onto the publish button here onto the upper right corner of the screen, and then we're going to go ahead and download the video. So you could add in a video name for that. The download options such as its resolution. So this one is the preferred. Let's just leave it as it is. And then we're going to click on to download again to go ahead and download this. So we'll just wait for this one to be downloaded onto our device. Now, right after waiting for this one, so you should be able to see the exported successfully option in here, and there is a download button already available for you to go ahead and download your animation. So since this one is already downloaded, let's head back to Canva in here. and then we'll add in our character here. So as you can see, it is just simply dragging and dropping of that one, and it should be automatically added just like that. So let's go ahead and remove first the character that we have added earlier. And also we're going to try to trim out the video in here so that it should not include also the watermark onto the last part of the video. So let's leave it as it is, just like that. And then we're going to go ahead and completely resize this one out so that it should remove the watermark onto the side. So it should look something like this. So as you can see, it is a talking animation already. Let's move it here and let's make it a little bigger. And then we're going to go ahead and add in some text. So there are a lot of options to choose from in here, just like this one, or pre-made templates that you could use. But for this one, we're going to go ahead and use the default one so that we could design it, this one. So we're going to go ahead and add in here, welcome to our channel. Then right after, we're going to go ahead and try to change the font in here. Here onto the upper part, you could change that one. There are recommended fonts in here that you could use, or you could go ahead and try to search for which one you want to use. So for example, we're going to use a specific one. This one called Anton. So we're going to go ahead and try to position this one here onto the center. And we'll try to make this one a little smaller as well to fit just like that. And then we're going to try to change the color as well for this. So this is how you could change the color for that one. So there are a lot of options to choose from. So for example, we're going to use blue in here. So we're going to use it just like that. So as you can see, if we play it, it should look something like this. Then you could also add in a subheading in here or the topic that you want to do. So for this one, since this is an animated or a tutorial for creating an animated video, then we're going to go in here and add in how to create cartoon animation video. So we're going to go ahead and type in here onto the subheading. So we could make this one small, just like that. You could also add in some design for this one. You'll just have to click here. And then there are textiles that you could use. So this one is already a subheading. So we're going to choose another font in here. So let's choose something that is, and we could go ahead and position it in here. We could also add in some elements here. Just click onto the elements here. So since this one is more like a learning video, let's try to add in here a chalkboard or anything, some sort of like that. So as you can see, we'll wait for this one to load. And I kind of like this one. So we're going to use this one. Resize this, so it should look something like this, and then we could fit this text inside this one. So we can make this one smaller, just like that, and adjust also the color for this one. So we could use white for this. So it should look something like this. So we could group this too. Just go ahead and select both of them, right click onto it and click onto group so that we could completely resize it onto where we want to position this. So it should look something like this for our first video. So we could try to go ahead and adjust the duration for this one as well. Let's leave this as for 5 seconds. And then we're going to go ahead and add in a new page. So onto this new page, I want to go ahead and try to change the color for this one to blue, just like the font that we have here onto the page one. So go ahead and add in just like that. And then we're going to go ahead and add in a text, add in a heading. We're going to add step 1 in here. Let's try to change the font again to this one. Resize this to make this one bigger. Have this onto the middle, and then we'll change the color for this one to white. Now to make this one seamless onto moving on to another design. So let's try to change this up into 2 seconds, and then we'll add in an animation in here or a transition onto the middle part. So there are a lot of options to choose from, but for this one, we're going to use flow. So as you can see, it should look something like this. You could also try to change the duration for this one, and you could also try to change in the direction for that. So there are a lot of options to choose from. Also in here, if you don't like the flow, there are a lot of options just like color wipe, circle wipe, or the slide. So let's try to use slide in here. And then we could also try to change the direction for that. Then right after, let's add in another page. And then for this one, let's add in again the character that we've added. So we're just going to simply copy that one in here and then paste it here onto our page. Make this one bigger. And then you can also add in different text in here, just like an explanation on how it should be done. So we could move it in here just like that. So let's add in a little blue in here to add in some style. So just add in different text in here for a tutorial video. So as you can see, let's paste in our text in here. Make this one bigger or smaller as per your preferred type. And let's move it in here. Now we could also add in some animation for this one so that it should look like it has been written just like that. So we could adjust the speed and just choose on enter for that one. So right after, you could add in more styles in here, like change the color of it, change also in here the alignment. Let's have this one onto center and it should look something like this. Then right after, you could also try to adjust the duration for that one. So we're going to duplicate this one for the other step. So if you want to add a step 2, just go ahead and change this one to 2. So you could do the same thing, add in a transition again for that. For this one, you could actually try to change the transition already or just the direction for that. And then you could add in another design again up until as per your liking. So right after, once you're already completely satisfied, you could do a quick preview using this icon here onto the bottom part or using the shortcut key Control Alt P. And this is how your animation videos should look like. So as you can see, it should look something like this. Right after that, you could go ahead and download this or export this by clicking onto the share button onto the upper right corner of the screen. Click onto download, choose the file type for that, and then choose the quality as well, and then just click onto download. And it will be saved onto your device. And that is just basically it. How you create a cartoon animation video tutorial in Canva for free. And if you think this tutorial has been helpful to you, don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and we'll see you on to our next video.